Kind of a reflection on my freshman year experience and things I've heard about Stanford, and kind of a note to self on how I want to spend the rest of my time here.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you know. So after a year here, a few things have stood out to me. Everyone here is always late. Wearing a onesie to class might be the norm. 65 is cold, and CS is definitely a vortex. More importantly, I've realized that we go to a school where opportunity is everywhere, yet is often underutilized. From classes to guest speakers to interactive events to location itself, Stanford has some of the best of the best. But I often find myself pushing that off to the side in the interest of pursuing a degree for a job. And I'm pretty sure that's probably relatable for a lot of you guys. To get here, I mean, we all followed a pretty defined path laid before us. Get good grades, do some volunteering, do some extracurriculars, and you'll go to a good school. In that way, high school is very much a ladder, and I often see myself seeing college as another ladder. The number of pre-professional clubs on campus and the attention that they get stand a testament to this phenomenon. I'm tempted, even pressured, to jump from one ladder to another, to decide on what I want to spend the rest of my life doing quickly, and to develop myself deeply in that area. But this method of approaching college is being borderline incurious about all there is to know about the world, instead of opting for being satisfied with a box about what you're interested in that hasn't even been tested. Rather than being encouraged to go out and explore and take random cool classes, go to famous guest lectures, explore who I really am, I often feel guilty for not directly pursuing a degree or doing something that directly leads linearly to the end goal. I believe that this academic guilt is reflected in many aspects across campus, from poor attendance at sports games to lack of dating, to apathy. I've heard people giving up on nerding out about things, or giving up reading for pleasure. And so I have to make a conscious effort to see all the opportunities here there are to explore other pathways, deepen relationships, and have a variety of unrelated passions, rather than be blinded by the intense focus to get a degree or a job. College, especially Stanford, is more of a vast experience of opportunities rather than a singular ladder. I'm guilty of coming to Stanford with a preconceived notion of what I want to do, how I want to spend my time here, how I most effectively use every hour to get a degree, to put myself in the best position to get a job. And now I see that these notions came to me before I've even seen a tenth of what there is to explore here, all the opportunities that we have here. Rather than see Stanford through a completely predetermined lens that makes college appear like a linear path, I have to become comfortable with not knowing where I'm going. I shouldn't try to connect the dots going forward, but I will be able to connect them looking backwards once I get there. Taking a step back and seeing and labeling these influences, whether they're subconscious, parental, societal, is the first step I've taken to try and expand my horizons and view of what I want to do. Finding what I want to do in this way, rather than going with a decision based on what I was good at in high school or what other people think is best for me, is difficult, and will take a lot of thinking, exploring, trying, and failing. But I believe that the conclusion I come to in this way will not only be a better fit for me, but a more certain one. High school was a time to work on resume values, how I present myself to the world in order to achieve status. On the other hand, college is a time to work on eulogy values, or what I will be remembered for, how I live my life, what I'm truly passionate about, how I treat others, what I truly value. The degree and resume will come along after, and they'll get me a job that is personally fulfilling. Thank you.